I don't know what the crap. I don't know what the crap is going on the freaking internet right now. But it's talking about cooking with Kaya. This I'm like, so so obviously me being curious to see what all the foo hustle is about. I look it up, and it's literally a fucking girl making cooking videos with a just a small bit of a flair to it. And I'm like, okay, what's the issue here? I ain't seeing the issue. So then, naturally, I go to the comments thinking maybe I might get an explanation. No, I just saw a bunch of men being freaking idiots. Most of them in a relationship. I don't know who to blame in this situation, the men or the women, because a part of me wants to blame the men for even thinking this was a good idea, but then something's got to me thinking that maybe it's the women, because maybe they ain't doing something right. But obviously that's offensive, so I'm not going to really say that. But I don't understand the situation here. All I see is a freaking woman just doing what she loves on this app. I don't see it. And also, she looks about 15 or 20, whatever. I don't really care. I don't care your age at this point. So, I don't see what the big fuss is about. So, people, false alarm. Don't interest yourself in this stuff. Don't do it. It ain't worth your time. It ain't worth our time. Don't interest yourself in this stuff, because it ain't working. It truly just isn't going to work. Okay, we living in a society where we gonna get remembered for all the wrong reasons. Can we please turn that around, please? Can we please, for the love of God, turn that around? Can we be civil for once in our lives? Can we stay on one trend for at least 1 week? All right. I don't want to hear about this for the next 2 days. Okay. For the one time, I will allow us to move on. Because I'm going to be honest, I've seen this all over my timeline. And to be honest, I'm starting to maybe sympathize with the idea that maybe it's better off if TikTok is banned. Because maybe it's better if we just erase this from the platform. Because as I said, I don't see the big issue. I don't see the big freaking... Or maybe because I ain't in a relationship. But if this is about the relationship, then let's just get this out of the way. Men and women are both as snaky as the other, alright? They will both stab you in the back just as quickly as they got into you, okay? When Chris Brown said, "These hoes ain't loyal," you know that song? Yeah, that applies to men's too. That can apply to men too, alright? So you should know that not everybody is loyal to you, okay? Look, because, there's a lot of men who like to weigh their options. They don't like to stick with one person. If they like to do that, it's like someone with ADHD having to sit still in one spot for the entire time. It's impossible. But I don't see the real big deal over this. I just see this as people being petty. Over this one person on TikTok. I'm starting to think that if a random someone just said hi on this app, that people would go crazy over it, because that's honestly the point I'm coming to. I don't even know anymore. We are in a society to where we getting remembered for all the wrong reasons. And see, this is why it is better to stay single. Unless you meet someone you like, then go ahead. But until that point comes, stay single, fellas. Don't get into these experimental type relationships. They ain't gonna work out for you. Just stay in your own lane. And we talking about these couple videos, reels on Instagram, TikTok. Well, I don't care. Be happy for the other person, alright? Go out there and live your sad, miserable life, alright? But yeah, I don't see the issue. We are in a society to where I feel like people would go crazy over anything. A freaking person could literally sit there and stare at the camera for 10 minutes, post it on Beyonce's internet, and people would go nuts. That's the timeline we live in. That's the timeline we live in. So, yeah, as long as... Because we don't need to talk about the crazy things that happened this year. The one trend that we managed to stay on top of for, like, nearly a week was the election when Kamala Harris somehow lost to a guy older than her and also looks like a fucking orange. Which I find absolutely nuts, because if you lost to a guy like that who don't know what the fuck he's saying, then obviously you didn't know what you were doing to begin with. But as said, I don't know what the frick is going on. The internet is broken. Maybe there's a good reason TikTok getting banned in the United States. Because obviously we have lost the plot and we are as delusional as the Paul brothers. Because we got our heads so far up in the clouds, it is unsanitary how far up our own asses we are at the moment. So, yeah, that does for this. Bye.